Hi guys, what's going on? This is Cool Toys, and what I have here on my table today is going to be an unboxing of this mint in box GI Joe Rise of Cobra Snarler cycle. Strange name for a motorcycle, but that's what they call it. This was during the Rise of Cobra movie, and it says it comes with Wayne Beachhead Sniden and Rollbar is the guy in the sidecar. And back there is Beachhead. He's wearing all black and camouflage. I'll bring him in closer to the camera in a minute. And like I said, I'm going to open this up. I do have two of these mitten package. I bought them back in the day. I think I got them from Kohl's after the movie released. Found them there. And usually if I have two, especially if it's like, a small vehicle or something, I may open them. But I do keep a lot of my collection mint in box or, in box. I don't know necessarily to say it's mint, but let's check it out. Bring the camera in closer. Here's a closer look. The motorcycle is gray and red and black. Um, that's cool. It's supposed to be an urban bike. You'll see when we turn it around on the back of the packaging, it mentions it. And this is supposed to be like used when they were in Paris and they were in pursuit of Cobra. And let's see. So this guy, roll bar in the sidecar, it says that it is detachable from the main motorcycle. So you can have just the motorcycle or the sidecar by itself. And I don't know if he is a very brand new G.I. Joe action figure or he's been released before, but his name is Rollbar. That's to say. And Beachhead here, first name is Wayne. Wasn't aware of that for a long time. Always just called him Beachhead. And he's wearing a different color scheme. Like I said, camouflage pants and black shirt and a green olive drab vest. And he's wearing his signature. Sorry to, I'm looking over the camera. You can't see it too well, but his black boonie. On the bottom of the packaging, it does have a file card for Beachhead only. I don't see one for Rollbar. Maybe there's one inside the box. But y'all can pause and read if you like. Let me see what it says here. I have to look over the camera. Beachhead is a member of G.I. Joe team and a former Army Ranger. He has led numerous direct action missions and specializes in urban combat operations. His expertise proves invalid when he must race through Paris to capture deadly nanomite weapons before they are unleashed. Beachhead Wayne R. Sweden has his social number. He's a Staff Sergeant E6. It says preferred weapon is a 820 selective fire, long range, fully automatic assault rifle. And it has like a thumbprint here, which is pretty cool, and the G.I. Joe logo. Here's the back of the packaging. And this is the sidecar together. You have the motorcycle, the sidecar, has a missile here, and it has another little bio about the cycle. Let me see if I can get that in frame. You can pause and read, but let's see what it says. The Snarler cycle is a high-powered bike that can combine speed, maneuverability, and firepower into one combat machine. It's perfect for urban combat situations that can challenge all but the most skilled drivers with tight turns, small spaces, and congested surroundings. Gunner operates the missile launcher from the sidecar, allowing the driver to focus on pursuing his quarry. Here's Rollbar. Here's the missile launcher they're talking about. I don't think that's a good idea to have a missile launcher right there. If there's a backblast, it would just like burn and just take out the sidecar driver. So I really wish they just put a machine gun there. There's a machine gun here. Says detachable sidecar. We know about that. It says the missile launcher is removable, which is good. So can take that off. Maybe put a machine gun, like I was saying there, or just leave it off completely. And here's Beachhead. Looks pretty cool. Looks like he comes with that weapon in his bio, that machine gun, and the 820 selective fire. Rollbar, I'm not sure if he comes with a weapon, but it looks like he has a backpack. He has a helmet with a mic on it. Hopefully that mic is attached to the helmet so it doesn't get lost. Pretty cool. And here's some artwork on the side of the box. Here's the top. I believe this came out in 2009. Let me see. Yeah, right here. 2009. Not sure if that's exactly when the movie came out or the toys came out after that, a year or so after. But I like the G.I. Joe movies, Rise of Cobra and Resolute and all those other ones, Renegades. And they have, well, the Renegades, that was the cartoon. But Rise of Cobra, the movie, the Nanomite story, that was all right. But I liked it where they went to the different areas. They were like underwater. They were in the Antarctic. They were in Paris. They were all over in the desert. So they went a lot of places in that one movie. And Rise of Cobra and G.I. Joe Retaliation was the second movie. So yeah, Retaliation was the second movie. Yeah, Renegades, that was a cartoon, wasn't it? Anyway, so I am gonna open this box up. Really excited to open it up after all these years. 2009 was when I found this. Like I said, I believe on the shelf of Kohl's. Maybe it was in another department store. Even Toys R Us could have been back in the day. They were open in 2009. And they have The Battle Continues, G.I. Joe, EA.com. Another little G.I. Joe thing. And knowing is half the battle. So, knowing's half the battle. Let's open this bad boy up. Got a razor knife here. Camera's still recording, okay. There we go. Broke the seal. And a little tab here. That pops down. That pops down. These open. Wow. Opening a brand new toy after all these years. Here's some stuff that just came out the bottom and the back. Nothing else inside the box. So this is what it looks like so far. You got a baggie here full of stuff. Really cool. Let's pull that out. I see Rollbar's backpack. I think they have a backpack for Beachhead. Here's the missile for the missile launcher on the sidecar. And Beachhead's gun here. Let's see. His 820 selective fire long range fully automatic rifle. Whatever. And let's cut these zip ties. Well, they're like little plastic rubber bands. Surprised after all these years they haven't just disintegrated and fell apart, but they held together pretty good. I've kept this in pretty reasonable weather conditions, you know, in a basement. It has central air, so it's like being a central air storage unit. You know, if you put these toys in a basement, I'm sorry, not a basement, in an attic, in the summertime, the extreme heat just warps the plastic, and in the wintertime, it just doesn't do it any justice either. All right, there's a whole bunch of stuff here, so I'm going to pause the video so I can make sure that I get it out correctly. Hang on, stand by. All right, I think I cut all the zip ties, or the rubber bands underneath, rather. And here's Beachhead. Wow, pretty cool action figure. I do like the Rise of Cobra figures, this modern style. I know they're not O-ring. I do collect both and just a few classified figures, but I do prefer these with the modern articulation and there not being any rubber O-rings inside that you have to worry about replacing, you know, after the year. Sometimes every 5 to 10 years you do have to replace the O-rings. They just wear out. Sorry if it's not focusing. But here's the back of the figure. Here's the front of the figure. Nice vest. Looks like the vest, excuse me, can be removable, but it looks good on. He has a little area where a holster where you can put a pistol. I didn't see if that's in the baggie. We'll check that out later if he does come with a pistol. If not, I have some in my collection that he can use. Pretty good color scheme. You know, when you think of Beachhead, you think of him wearing the balaclava, all green, the dark olive drab green, and a green shirt. And at least his camouflage is okay. But I don't mind him like this, especially, you know, if he's going to do like night ops somewhere, trying to sneak on a Cobra Island, or like I said, anything at nighttime. This would be, I guess, his night uniform. So let's set him aside for a second here. Let's pull out this bike if we can. Still attached. Yeah, there's not just the, what is it, rubber bands. There is these like metal zip tie things, or twisty ties rather. Here's a bike. It's kind of light, but wheels rotate, handlebars turn left and right. Pretty nice. Like I said, I wish this had a better color scheme. I don't really prefer this gray and red. If I wanted to, I could probably, you know, I can paint over it, but it's okay for now. And I guess this is where the sidecar would connect into this little peg here on the side. No kickstand, so let me see. Is there a kick? Oh, wow. They were thinking, man, that's a good thing. It has a kickstand. I was just about to say, how are you going to put this down by itself without the sidecar? But Hasbro was doing their job. They did think about it. Let me see if I can lower this camera. All right, so here's the kickstand. This is what I was saying about, you know, before. If it didn't have it, it would fall over. But I just saw it at the last second there. There's a kickstand. And there, it holds it up. The rear wheel is like off the ground. You know, that wouldn't happen in real life. But unless, you know, there are some bikes that do that. But, hey, there you go. And no one's half the battle. We got the sidecar. Let's see if we can pull this out. Freeing it after all these years, since 2009. Man, it's nothing like brand new toys. I really wish that they would release these new modern figures. Just do a whole new release. If they still have the molds, just do them all over. You know, people that didn't ever see this in the store or buy it, give them a second chance to own it. Here's the sidecar on its own. This side, these are the pegs that'll go into the motorcycle. Here's the missile launcher. Let's see if that, okay, good. It is removable. Let's take a look at Toll. Was it Toll Bar? Looks like he has a sculpted dagger on his vest, or grenade. He's all in gray and black camo. Looks kind of like Firefly. His helmet seems like, yep, it is removable. It's nice. And the microphone is attached to the helmet. That is great. We don't need any microphones getting lost and missing. Here's a machine gun on the side. It doesn't go up or down or anything. It just stays straight. That's fine with me. And here is the rubber wheel. And it does have two plastic wheels underneath here, so you can like roll it around like its own little side vehicle. That's really good. You know, this could be futuristic, where this has like electric power you can think of, and he can separate from the main motorcycle and just drive this down a small alley to pursue Cobra, or just stop in the middle of the road as like a road bar, you know, blocking the road. And here's the interior of the sidecar. Has this red checkered pattern here, just silver. Not too bad, the details. Okay, here's the figure itself. He does have a pistol holster also, and maybe he does come with a pistol. I'm not sure. We'll look at it in a minute. Here's the back of the figure. My hands are in the way a little bit. Let's get a better look at him here. Here you go. That's what he looks like with the helmet, without the helmet. Let's see if we can put the helmet on Beachhead here. There you go. So they could have gave Beachhead a helmet too to keep him safe. You know, if Beachhead is the driver of the motorcycle, he should definitely have a helmet, right? And you know, your passengers are supposed to have helmets. So would have been great if it came with two helmets. You can interchange them with your figures. That is amazing. I do like that a lot. And let's connect this motorcycle and get these guys all situated. So we'll put up the kickstand for the motorcycle. Let's see, it just pegs in here and pegs in here. Don't want to break anything. This thing is old. It may be brittle after all these years. Let's get Beachhead Oh, his arm doesn't want to bend. I don't want to snap it. There we go. Just had to twist it around a little bit. Let's get his legs situated here. And I want to see if I can get his hands on the handlebars so you can actually drive this motorcycle. Come on, man. After all these years, you know, things are tight and they don't want to go on just right. He's got to work it around a little bit. Like I said, I do not want to break anything after all these years. Okay, we got both his hands on there. Oh, we almost had both his hands on there. Come on, man, stay on here. There, finally. All right, we're leaving them like that for now. Let's get toll bar in here. Why am I keep calling them toll bar? It's roll bar. Sorry, roll bar. And there you go. Here's the side view. This rolls pretty good. Let's try that again. Nice. I'll put the missile launcher in there a second. And here's another side view. Him in the sidecar. Let's go the opposite direction. All right, 1, 2, 3. Pretty nice. And the missile launcher, I never really liked these like missile firing gimmicks. Just, it's a lot of plastic that they could have used for something else. So this goes in here. I heard it click. Where's the button to fire it? Come on, man. So basically you push down. This is like a scope and a handle at the back, and you push down on the entire scope itself. So let's launch it. Bam, it goes pretty hard. It has a nice spring in there. Let's attach it to the bike. Put the missile in there. Heard it click. So there you go. That's the motorcycle. And we'll take these guys back off of here and we'll look at what was in the baggie of weapons. Here we go. So Beachhead. Here are the weapons that came with it. So I can keep the camera in the holster. I'll take them off one at a time. So it did come with pistols, which is great. So this looks to be like a 45 pistol. We'll put that with one of the figures. I'll probably give that to Beachhead. And then here's a smaller pistol. Could be a small Glock or something like that. Here's Beachhead's automatic rifle, selective fire. Here's a M16 with a bayonet attached to it, and it has a scope. Looks like an M4, rather. Nice. No, they didn't have removable magazines and stuff, you know, back in the day still. Backpack with some rope on it. Looks like there's a little area here. And what's neat, I didn't notice, it comes with a slingshot. It comes in 2 pieces. So here's one piece of it. That's like the rope that you'll pull back. And here's the handle part. And it looks like it plugs into the back of the backpack, which is pretty cool. I'm not going to do that right now, but it shows like it would attach something like that. So cool that he comes with a crossbow. I will put the backpack on him. Let's plug that on him. All right, that goes in just fine. Here's his backpack. Let's get that 45 pistol. Let's put it in his holster, if I can keep it in my hand without dropping it. Are you telling me he doesn't come with the 45? That's tight. He comes with a little pistol. That's Beachhead for you. Yeah, so it looks like he gets the smaller gun. But, I mean, he's the driver, and he does have another automatic. That's just his sidearm. Let's put this 820 selective fire rifle in his hand. Pretty nice. Looks like night operation combat ready. So there you go. And let's get Rollbar Finally saying it right. And this is the 45 pistol. Let's see if that fits in him. It's tight, but it does fit. So I guess he is supposed to come with the 45. Maybe I'll try and fit it in Beachhead's holster again later. But we'll put that there. And here's his M4 rifle. Let me see if I can get him to hold it with two hands. It's usually hard to do. Come on, man. That's the best we're going to do for now. But there you go. With the bayonet, that's pretty good. He can just, if he runs out of bullets, he can just shank that bayonet into somebody. He does come with a backpack. Come on, let's put this rifle back in here. Doesn't want to line up. Let's try it one more time. I don't want to break it, but come on, man. You got to be able to get the backpack in here. Yeah, I don't want to break it. It just doesn't want to go in his back. Maybe I got to like widen the back hole up, but here's the back of it, what it would look like. You can have put his e-tool shovel there, bedroll, just plain, silver and black. Man, glad I didn't break it. I was like forcing it a little too hard there. I should have just stopped when it wasn't working, but it didn't break, thank goodness. And roll bar, he can go back in his sidecar. Too bad they don't have anywhere that I can see that you can store these extra weapons, especially their rifles. It would be cool if they had a little cargo area in the back and you can put them there. There is 2 pegs on the back of this sidecar, which is amazing. So you can literally transport 4 GI Joes with this one vehicle. So, excuse me, these 2 and then 2 in the back. You can separate the motorcycle from the sidecar. He can continue driving down the road. He can just speed down the alley, like I was saying, or just stop and block the road. And let's see what else. It came with instructions. We didn't look at the instructions, but it's basically simple. Ooh, it even comes with stickers. Didn't know that. Little says stay back here. You got the GI Joe new logo here with the eagle beak and Arashikage symbol here, and just like some dotted lines. Let's see, it probably shows you that's what basically the instructions would be used for. Then sidecar missile, and shows you put a sticker here on the side of the bike, here on the other side. That stay back goes on the back of the sidecar, and there's a danger sticker, and you put something, sorry, the glare, and then you put something like over here on the missile. Anyway, nothing back here. We got stickers. I'm not going to do that right now. And what is cool is that it did come with a file card, and it's already cut out for roll bar. So I would really have preferred it if they had both file cards just cut out already inside the box, because now I have to cut out Beachheads on the bottom there, and it being on the outside of the box, it could have been all scratched up. But this is pretty nice here. Let's see what it says. So roll bar, I believe he's a brand new GI Joe, maybe not. Roll bar is a mobile weapons specialist for the GI Joe team, experienced in urban combat and close quarters battle. He takes part in a motorcycle chase through Paris to recover the nanomite weapon technology from Cobra operatives. Rollbar Reed D. Wilson, and has a social specialist E4 Basically, he's like a corporal. And 820 selective fire long range fully automatic assault rifle. Well, that's the same rifle that they said Beachhead comes with, but there was the M4 machine gun in there. So almost like an M16. M4 is the smaller version of M16. So they could have put that for Rollbar, but whatever. Nice. And last but not least is I believe a poster. It was so awesome when toys back in the day would either come with posters or a big spread out of all the vehicles in the toy line. You can collect them all and you can check which vehicles you purchased already and which you haven't. All right, I see Snake Eyes so far. Ooh, I don't want to mess this up. Oh, wow. I'll show you the inside in a second, but my wish was granted. It did come with the rollout of all the figures. So these look like these are the toy forms. Excuse my throat is dry. Snake Eyes, Storm Shadow battling each other like underground, maybe in the pit. G.I. Joe, The Rise of Cobra. Man, amazing to have posters. When you're a kid, I don't know about you, but I would get tape and put posters on my wall. My mom would be like, "What are you doing?" But hey, it was my room, so I made it look neat. And yeah, man, you got all the toys here. It doesn't have the check boxes, but let's check it out. Wow, they had this huge accelerator suit Duke. It looks like this is a kid's hand, so this thing looks like it's like 12 inches tall. I don't think I've ever seen that in the toy store. Yeah, right here, it says 12 inches, so these look almost like Migos or whatever. Here's some role play stuff. You have Snake Eyes. This mask has this like Rashikage sword and some ninja stars. They're round like plastic, so you could throw them at people and not hurt them, which is nice. Tough Troops. What the heck is Tough Troops? It looks like it's small. It says Power Punch Action. Comrade Duke Hauser. So maybe they were like minifigures. I never saw them. Here's a Snake Eyes. Sorry for the glare. Here's a Snake Eyes minifigure. Let's try and get that in a little bit better so you guys can see it. I'm trying to look over the camera, so sorry if I'm missing some stuff. And over here looks like a wristband, and it says adjustable strap. So that's cool. It's like kids can wear this plastic band and open it up and get like ninja stars and throw them. And there's even a signal light, like a moonbeam flashlight. Wow, really cool. Put probably batteries in there and shine it on the wall. Maybe it has like different logos that pop up. Over here, you can get 10% off G.I. Joe and Cobra merchandise at Hasbro.com. Really wish they had coupons nowadays and discounts. We'll get to the middle in a second. That's the best part. Look for these these movie tie-in books. So they have books that have to do with the movie. There's a backpack here, a thermos. Here's a G.I. Joe apparel. It's a t-shirt, camouflage t-shirt, and home decor. So I guess this is like a bedspread. I actually have a G.I. Joe Rise of Cobra blanket, like not a full bed-size blanket. It's like a mini blanket you would just put on the couch. And I keep it in my car and my son still uses it to this day for like when we go on road trips. Really awesome. I do have this Night Raven vehicle. So yeah, I know it makes like lights and sounds. It has like a handle where you can grab it with your hand and like pull a trigger. I haven't opened it yet. May open it up on the channel. We'll see, or at least we'll look at the box in the future. It says Mole Pod. This is this small pod that they would dig under the pit. I remember during the movie. This was an awesome vehicle. It's a Humvee. It's called the Steel Crusher APV. I have 2 or 3 of those. I liked it that much. I bought multiple. Here's some action figures, the modern Rise of Cobra figures. We got Baroness, we got Duke, and we have Storm Shadow. And last but not least, they have the Pit Mobile Headquarters playset. I saw this. I never bought it. I didn't like the fact how it opens up like this weird part that was a top layer and it had an elevator. I just thought it was strange. I really wish they'd open up like the mobile command center, just like the side portion would open and you can put all your Joes in there. I mean, technically, I guess you could just keep the one side closed, But you guys let me know, did any of you buy this mobile headquarters, the pit mobile pit headquarters? If you have it in your collection, may pick it up one day, maybe not, but it's okay. So really, really awesome. You got to see all these figures. There was a lot more that came out during this movie, but at least they give you an idea of what you can pick up in the stores. And again, I'm sorry for the glare. It's like this bright, plasticky feeling of paper, so it's going to shine. All right, well, that was our look at the Snarler, which is a strange name, Snarler Cycle from G.I. Joe, The Rise of Cobra. You guys let me know in the comments, have you purchased this? Do you have it in your collection? Do you want to pick it up in the future if you see it somewhere at a toy show, something like that? I think it's amazing. I think it's cool. I like these smaller budget friendly vehicles. Be nice, like I said, if G.I. Joe Hasbro brings it back to everybody. So this was Cool Toys. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Later.